hotels sector. We have two people who would best know this. We have with us Sanjay Sethi of Chalet Hotels and Ratan Keswani, the Deputy Managing Director at Lemon Tree Hotels. Gentlemen, good morning very much. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Keswani, if I may start with you. I guess your business hotels are getting converted into luxury hotels or whatever, holiday hotels now. What's the occupancy?
Sure. There is no conversion of the kind of hotels that we're running.
The consumer, I mean.
Hotels tier 1 are still struggling. There is no corporate travel of note happening at any point of time in any of the tier 1, tier 2 cities. It's largely the staycations and working from the hotel, which is right now supporting the tier 1 locations largely. Interestingly, the tier 2 and the tier 3 cities are seeing corporate travel from SME and MSME, which has been very, very heartening. And they've done some great occupancies. We're at 60-65% in most of these locations, with a fair uptick in our average rates as well. The resort started off well. It kind of stabilized for a little while, and then some of the states again introduced the RT-PCR regulations and quarantine regulations all of a sudden. Then numbers for weddings changed in certain states. Evening curfews came in. So it's a bit of an ever-changing story as confidence builds up. But there is an uptick in the resorts as well. What is disappointing, particularly because corporates haven't really put in any travel platforms and aren't back in the offices, nor has their travel begun, that the city hotels are facing little or no growth or any uptick in the corporate travel or in the conference market.
Okay, in fact, I was coming to that. So, not just the city hotels facing a bit of pressure. Do you think that even across the country there could be, derailment of this initial enthusiasm that we saw because of how there are sort of issues with rising cases? I mean, how are you looking at demand, say, over the next 3 to 6 months? Do you think the pop that we've seen is something that could continue?
It's very difficult at the present moment. Like I said, certain things are controllable, certain things are not, and these are changing all the time. If the state regulations for being able to enter, exit, take tests, numbers keep changing, the uncertainty is a little bothersome, and I don't think it'll go away. Cases for the moment, as an average across the country, seem to be stabilizing, getting lower, which is very heartening. But what is now worrisome in the last couple of weeks is what will be the impact of the pharma agitation, because access in and out of the city, particularly Delhi and Gurgaon and Noida, is seriously affected. And there was a fair amount of movement of resort, close by a resort location, people, doing drive-ins, or even for weddings, for people to be able to access hotels. I think guests are still, settling down in which brands, which hotels they find the best safety practices. And therefore, you get them to be more ambassadorial about us rather than it just being the normal a flavor that is still sitting with safety or confidence at the present moment. I think it'll still be an ever-changing module. Having said that, November showed a reasonable uptake. December is a bit iffy because of the reason that I mentioned. But I'm reasonably optimistic about the last quarter, and I think by summer, things would start to get a little better. But I can't really put a number because this can't be made with everything changing.
Okay, all right. That's the view from Mr. Keswani. Let's take the conversation to Sanjay Sethi as well, Managing Director and CEO at Chalet Hotels. Mr. Sethi, so same question. You tell us, at your properties, what's the average occupancy now? I mean, across the different properties, and what is your sense looking at the future?
Well, I would largely echo what Ratan said earlier. We've seen similar trends that tier 1 cities business travel hasn't picked up, and we don't expect it to pick up till the next quarter. And foreign business travel is unlikely to pick up till April of next year. But that's still earlier than we anticipated it to happen, say 3 months back. And I think it's driven by the fact that people are getting a lot more comfort on taking flights now. The whole vaccine news is a positive for our industry. In addition to the segments and the conversation that Ratan had, I'd like to add a few things. I think we've seen some new segments evolve over the last few months. Some of them include, film shooting units, which has become a big thing in India, in Mumbai for our Mumbai hotels, especially because they prefer a hotel where they can shoot, the people can stay, and there's a bio bubble created in that area. So that's an interesting segment that's cropped up, and I think it could stay for quite some time. Staycations have done extremely well. So, when people talk about drivable staycations, or drivable distance staycations, city hotels have also managed to draw in a lot of crowd from there. But the biggest, the best part of the last few weeks has been the growth on the F&B side. Whilst banquets stay subdued on account of cap on number of people that you can have, restaurants and bars are doing significantly better than they were a month or so back. So that's positive. And on a weekly basis, we are seeing small steps of improvement. When you sort of look at a monthly basis, the steps are slightly larger, and expect a fairly decent quarter-on-quarter movement.
Okay. Let's talk some numbers then. Mr. Keswani, you have a decent amount of debt, 1,500 crore, I think. You may have to take on more to tide through the second half.
No, I think I'd answered that last time too, and we answered that in our analyst call too. We don't foresee the need to take any debt. We're just reconstructing certain subsidiary debts based on the new recommendations of the finance ministry, but we don't have any needs or any worries on our debt at all.
Okay. Any idea when you may return to the green, or it's like too difficult to tell now?
So actually, if you would see our figures, we've been cash flow positive for all 3 quarters, and that will continue. So I don't expect, the financing to be an issue. As the market uptick happens, I think the environment becomes much better for us. But we don't have any worries at the present moment in time in this regard regarding that matter.
What would be your situation? You also running a decent amount of debt, right? About 1,700 crore. Mm-hmm. Will you have to take on more? What are the cash flow situation?
No, so look, we are very comfortable. As I shared earlier, we didn't feel the need to take on the moratorium, and we don't see the need to take on the one-time loan restructuring either. Our balance sheet is very comfortable. In fact, we've restarted or recommenced our CapEx program, which is clearly an indicator that we are confident of the way forward, and our balance sheet can take that sort of cash flow requirement for CapEx enhancement.
Okay. Mr. Sethi, you were telling us a little while back about how newer segments are picking up, like staycations and filmmaking units, etc. What about weddings? Because it seems like there is this whole wave of weddings that have come back again. Does that form a large chunk of your business as well? And what kind of growth do you expect to see from that?
So we're seeing many more weddings. I think we're probably seeing 3 times the number of weddings we had for the same period last year. But the numbers are smaller per wedding, and therefore the revenue is restricted. So clearly there's been a shift from standalone banquet halls or lawns into 5-star hotels, and I think that's helped us. The other segment that I do want to emphasize on, whilst individual business travel hasn't come back to the extent that it could have, we see a lot of movement happening on project-based business travel. So for example, we're seeing almost all our hotels housing large groups of global and Indian domestic corporate clients in staying in our hotels for projects, whether it's Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, even Pune. So we're seeing this in all 4 cities that we operate in. And they're pretty reasonable in size. So we're excited about that segment too.
Okay. All right. Mr. Sethi, Mr. Keswani, quick question, last question from my end to both of you. And it is on that point of CapEx that Mr. Sethi, you were referring to. So just tell us this. Originally, what was the number of keys you were looking to add, in FY21? And now if that gets deferred, over what kind of a period, and what's the number that we're talking about? So Mr. Sethi, if I could come to you, because you said your CapEx plan is still on track.
Yes. So, we had 2 types of asset developments. One was the office side of our development, which we had 2 office towers, which were already well underway in terms of construction, because we've got a mixed-use portfolio in our company. We've recommenced both those assets. There seems to be strong demand for those assets because of the locations that they are in. We've also had planned to commission a hotel of 168 rooms in Hyderabad, That's been put on hold, but the lead time for getting it into play is only 3 months. So our plan right now is to maybe look at a September, October next year opening for that hotel, which means we will recommence the capex plans for that hotel, right time it to start sometime in April next year and get it operationalized by September next year.
Okay.
So that's where we are. The rest of the two other hotels that we had planned for were anyway going to open in 2023. So far, we put those on hold. We'll see how that goes.
Mr. Keswani?
We'd like to watch the demand dynamics before we commit capital.
Mr. Keswani, very quickly, your capex plan?
Yeah, so if I may break that apart into two, in terms of owned hotels, we had openings planned for our Mumbai International Airport property, which, because of the fact that construction also couldn't happen and funds were not, kind of available at one point in time, will probably get delayed by about 8 or 9 months from how we saw it earlier, but no further. We have a property being built outside Shimla, which will again go through the same piece of being delayed by about 8 to 9 months. The other part is the management asset light piece. We had a fair amount of openings, and you would have read about the fact that we've opened 3 hotels just in the last 3 or 4 months. Those are again delayed 4 to 5 months as and how that we are going along. But the entire pipeline remains as it is, with just a delay of 6 to 8 months as I see it right now.
Okay, we'll leave it at that, sir. Out of time today. Thank you very much.